This is a video about the brand new André 3000 album, New Blue Sun. So this album was announced like last Tuesday or Wednesday, and I first saw it. I saw it on Twitter. I was in class, saw it on Twitter, and I was like, "Whoa, new André 3000 album!" And then I saw new André 3000 flute album, and for like 2 seconds, I was like, "Okay, the flute album. Why are we getting a flute album from André 3000?" And then I thought about it for maybe 5 or 10 seconds, and I was like, "This is probably gonna be really good, just considering Andre's artistry, not just his one note rap persona. He's an artist in a lot of ways. He tries to make a point with his music, and so I felt whatever he wants to do, he's probably gonna do really good at it. And I can't lie, he definitely did. This album was like a showcase of Andre's skills he's acquired in the past 20 years, I guess, just in knowledge of I guess flutes and flute playing ability. I would even go so far as to say flute playing mastery. Even though I've never re-listened to a flute album, I feel like this is probably as good as it gets. Because this album was really good. I listened to it on Friday when it came out. I really liked it. Like, I really liked it. It's very emotion filled. There's not a lot of dull moments isn't the right word, because a lot of this album is very drony in a way, because there's just flutes and synths, just riding and gliding. But that plays to its advantages, just being able to sit back and listen to just Andre, do his thing, instead of having to, deep focus on lyrics and construction, The album also feels really mature, like being played from a very mature point of view. I don't really know why or how to explain it, but like it feels so mature. Like I feel like I shouldn't be able to review this, properly. I don't feel like I can as a kid. It's just like it's very down to earth, it's very in the way it's a stripped back album. It's not something you would think André 3000 would make. It's just bare bones. Here's the album that I wanted to make. It's clear that André wanted to make this album. He didn't force himself to do this. It's the thing he wanted to create and he wanted to put out to the world, so they could understand the place maybe where his mind is at right now, after years of being pretty much radio silent. I'm not gonna try and go through each song and kind of like talk about it like I do with all my other reviews, since the album flows together a lot, and it's not really, I don't think it's meant to be seen as like each song like most albums would be. It's just an album. You can listen to it. It's ambient music. It's background music, I guess. But it's not just filler background music you put on while you study. Even though I feel like that would actually be pretty nice. It's prominent music that's in your face. It's not loud, but it's loud in what it's trying to do. It's metaphorically loud. It really makes me feel like emotions and vibes I've never tapped into before. And a lot of people compare this to the Minecraft soundtrack by C418, which is a very critically lauded set of albums just for its emotion and talent was put into them. But I can kind of see the comparison, with the ambientness obviously, and just the flowiness of it. It all goes together as one big thing, And so I can see where people are coming from with that. But this album feels more like it's saying something right now, The Minecraft soundtrack is something that you sit with for years and years. Like you hear that in the background of your life, basically. And then, it brings back emotions because of that, because it's cemented in your brain, because that music sits with you for so long, and it never leaves your brain. Especially playing that game as a kid, and then those you hear those sounds and see those things as your brain's developing. But this album feels like it's here to hit you now, and then maybe forget about it, because I don't think Andre wants to be known for flute music, maybe, but I don't know. This could be the only ever time we get a album from Andre. It's probably like his last thing he'll do. He's talked in interviews, I don't know what to rap about. I'm 48 years old or something like that. So it's probably true we'll never get another Andre album. I'd love it if we did, but can't really get your hopes up with that. Like I said, the album fills you with a lot of emotion, and it's very extremely moving. with its noises, and it almost just sounds like those old Pink Floyd songs that would have like 5-10 minutes of just like noise and droniness in them. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, and the middle part of Dogs, or Adam Hart Mother. They just kind of serve as orchestral pieces that add on to the music. But this isn't, it's not a prog album. It's Andre just playing flutes, and I think more of the point on the album comes from it existing rather than the actual music. The fact that Andre 3000, who is considered one of the greatest rappers of all time, making an album with flutes 20 years later. I think that's more the main point of it than, listening for any meaning in the music itself. Like, all the songs are super long. This isn't for the labels. This isn't for the radio stations. The titles mean absolutely nothing, I'm pretty sure, aside from, like, 2 of them. And it's just something Andre wanted to do. Like, that's what's really cool about it, because you can respect that in any kind of music, because that's what I think music's all about, just doing what you want to do, and then if people like it, they like it, Like I expected, a lot of the songs do just kind of blend together since they're all just flute, There's not a lot of difference between all of the different songs, except for track number 4, which is called Bipolar Disorder's Daughter Wears a 3000 Registered Shirt Embroidered. I don't think that title has any meaning, but like, the song is really cool though. It's different from anything else on the album. It's like, has a lot of synths going for it, and it's menacing. It's kind of dark in a way, but that's like the best song on the album to me. That really brings together everything. That's what the album's all about, and that's really all I have to say. I feel like I can't really well say what I'm trying to say about this album, since it's so abstract and obscure. It's hard for me to really articulate, how to describe flute music. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not doing that good of a job of it, if I'm being honest, because I just don't know what to say for a lot of this. But it's good. I can tell you that it's good. As a reviewer, I can tell you this is a very good album. It's a very important piece of music to, I think, modern music history, and it's an important piece of music to Andre. And I think it's gonna be kind of like a gateway for people. I've heard people say, like, Fantano said it's gonna be a gateway for people into, ambient music. And I think that's really cool. That might be what Andre wanted to do here, because I feel like people that listen to, like, mainly listen to only, like, rap music with, like, punchy instrumentals and stuff, they don't really listen to, like, flowy stuff that just sounds like this. So it's a really good album. It's hard to explain and break down, but super, super good. I'm gonna give it a very, very strong 8 out of 10. And that is, like, all I have to say